sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back. And
Convenient.
today I'm playing Roblox Piggy Book 2, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get all the
Go first
pages.
for yourself,
So
by the
here we
way.
go. Book 2, we have to get Chapter 1 Alley, 6 pages. Okay. So let's do this.
Oh, that was so lucky.
Wait, you're blocking the page! That's not me.
My page.
I'm gonna get screwdriver.
Alright guys, so
and
in the
open
orange key
Yeah,
door,
no,
the other page is right here. I just collected it.
Straight.
Alright guys, so when you use scissors, the other page is right here. There.
it. You ate
Oh,
it.
alright guys, when you use blue key, when you unlock the blue key door, the other page is right here. Alright, that's the
Legally
third
blind.
one.
Okay,
Alright guys,
I'm
so when
coming,
you use
I'm coming.
screwdriver, the page is near the door. This is the fourth one. Alright guys, so in the restaurant, the fifth page is right here near the windows. Alright guys, so when you unlock the exit door, the fifth page is right here. No wait, this is the last page. Yeah, sixth page. We got all 6 pages. Willow's hideout, 2 large beds and a smaller one. Chapter 1 alleys. All I could think about was the arrest before the whole infection happened. Doggy and I had located 2 of the 3 wanted criminals in Lucella. As it turns out, they have been lurking in the alleys, a dark and filthy place. It suited their lifestyle, after all. After frantically searching for one more criminal whilst being hunted by another, we finally reached her, Willow. She's been wanted for many years now. It seems that her criminal behavior was in her blood, as her parents enjoyed stealing apparently just as much as her. When we searched her room, Doggy made a few discoveries. He found a hatch with a small crawl space. This must have been where she and presumably any other criminals hid to avoid being found. What confuses me even more is that there were 3 beds, but she was the only one living there. They haven't been touched in a long time, shown by the dust. Just as I finished this case, another one opened. Who did these beds belong to? Now to do chapter 2. Alright guys, so first page is right here behind this pillar. Alright guys, so second page is right here. It's near the gray safe right here. Alright guys, so third page is right here in this room near red key room. Alright guys, so fourth page is in here in the green key door right near the garden. Alright guys, so fifth page is in the orange key room right here beside this table. Alright guys, so sixth page is up on the ladder right here. Bam. Alright guys, here we go. Chapter 2 stores. The store, half empty and half full of supplies. Back to the present times at the safe place. Mimi had found and fixed up an old radio, which was fantastic news. It was missing batteries, so Zizzy, Pony, and I all left to find some at the store. It was surprising to see that the store hadn't been looted completely when we arrived. I guess whoever tried didn't come out of it the same way they went in. We managed to find the batteries and get out of there. Mimi was practically jumping with joy at the sight of us returning. A few minutes later, after Mimi had gotten it working, we heard a strange voice to meet us at the old oak just outside of the city. Pony was very reluctant to go, as his previous experience with survivor groups had given him trust issues. Everyone else, myself included, wanted to check it out. Seeing any other survivors would comfort us by making us feel less lonely. Pony was right. It was an ambush from a group he used to be in, the Silver Paw, led by Willow. She took Zizzy and left. We had to go after her. Now to get all the pages in chapter 3. Alright guys, first page is before you use the scissors, it's behind this tree. Alright guys, so second page is right here. When you enter the refinery, you can go into this room, and second page is right here. Alright guys, so the third page is right here in the blue key room on this board or something. Alright guys, so fourth page is right near this
It's not a door, you
thing, cabinet or something. Right there.
Say that.
Alright guys, so fifth note is when you use the screwdriver, and it's in the kitchen right here. Alright guys, so the last page is an orange key room right behind these drawers.
You'll never find it.
Skelly, move.
Nah.
No, please. Okay. There you go. Alright, it's chapter 3 refinery. This place still haunts me. Pony and I followed closely behind as they took Zizzy to their base. We found it strange that she took her instead of us. Willow knew both the Pony and me, but not her. Maybe it was to get information out of her. However, there was no chance she'd get anything out of Zizzy. She's a fighter. We eventually reached a secluded oil refinery. Is that what secluded oil refinery? What is that? Pony remarked that this settlement was not one he is familiar with. This group was potentially larger than what we've seen of them. Pony and I
Really?
infiltrated the building, narrowly escaping a tiger with desperation in his eyes. We find Zizzy in a damp room fighting an infected former officer. It was Polly, a senior. Despite his age, he was very capable of handling many hand-to-hand situations. Unfortunately, Zizzy was caught off guard and scratched by Polly. We were distraught and lost. She told us it would be best for us to leave before we got into any more trouble. Pony didn't want to leave her at all. It was new to see Pony so emotional. I was all too familiar with the loss of others. I've seen it happen so many times by now. While I was ready for it. We said our goodbyes to Zizzy as she left the cell to create a distraction for us to escape. We'll never forget you, Zizzy. Alright, now to do pages for chapter 4, the worst chapter. Alright guys, so the first page is in the room with Zizzy's sister pictures. It's like on the like top floor, right here near these drawers. Bam. Alright guys, so second page in the safe place is right here when you use the red key. Bam. Alright guys, so on the second floor, if you count from bottom to top, the second floor is this one where the radio is. The third page is right here on this. Alright guys, so the fourth page is right here in between these things. It's in the blue key door, by the way, so it's right here. Bam. Alright guys, so the fifth page is behind this purple safe after you use the fire extinguisher on the fourth floor if you're saying that the first floor is from the bottom to top. Bam. Alright guys, so the sixth page is downstairs on this pillar. Skelly, move. They're right there. Bam. Alright guys, chapter 4, safe place, Zizzy's room. Georgie worryingly woke me up to the sound of explosions. Something horrible was going on, so we evacuated the safe place as soon as we possibly could, all without Z and Zuzi. Pony searched all over but couldn't find them anywhere. He left personally responsible for them without Zizzy around, so he was giving himself a hard time for losing them. As we escaped the building, we were greeted by none other than Willow and the Silverpaw. They had a rocket launcher too. If there was no better time to poop yourself, now would be their time. Willow was furious. She told us that because of our actions at the refinery, many of her people had to be relocated somewhere elsewhere. If you ask me, I believe she used Zizzy against us. Willow took her away because she knew we'd try to rescue her. Then on our way back, she followed us, leading her to our home. It was all staged to get rid of us. Her group took us away and locked us in a makeshift cell in a factory. I can't believe we played right into her filthy paws. Now to get the pages for sewer. Alright guys, so first page is near the purple safe right here. Alright guys, so second page is right here after you use the green key door. No, you don't need to use the green key, but second page is right here. Near the piggy spawn. Alright guys, so after using orange key, the third page is right near the orange key door. Alright guys, so fourth page is when you use the blue key door down, and then the fourth page is right here on one of these sides, right here. Alright guys, so in the yellow safe room, the fifth page is right here. Alright guys, so the sixth page is on one of these generators on the side, right there. Bam. Alright, chapter 5 stores, a classroom in a place like this? Why? After spending almost the whole day in this rusting cell, we were found by Z and Zuzi. They managed to sneak into the factory's sewer system, then break into our cell. We were relieved to know that they were okay. They were trained how to handle themselves well, so it shouldn't have been such a shock. Still, seeing their faces gave us much morale. They needed one of us to help them get the cell key so we could get everyone out safely. The sewers were too dangerous for all us to go in. The moment I entered the sewers, I felt a cold breeze. It wasn't an ordinary breeze, as this one pierced right through me. This is when the whispers started. I heard voices, but couldn't make out what they were saying. Soon enough, I began to witness these orange eyes watching me. Oh my goodness! The insolence! I felt like I was going insane, so I did my best to work with Zebra's sisters and get the key as soon as possible. We eventually got out and secured the security key to open up the cells. When we left the sewers, the whisper stopped, but I still felt uneasy and followed. Something didn't feel right. We were caught by Willow, who shot at Pony. Giraffe heroically dived to take the bullet for him. Willow had gone too far and needed to be stopped. She's done far too much to us, and my frustration got the best of me. I told the others to leave and get Giraffe to safety as I stayed behind to finally put an end to Willow. Pony joined my side. He was too tired of her and would not let her get away with anything else. Now to do chapter 6 pages. Alright guys, so first page is near this bed in one of the rooms. Bam. Alright guys, so the second page is near the guy who you need to save with scissors right here. Bam. Alright guys, so the third page is right here when you use the green key door. When you unlock the green key door. Right? Yeah. And it's right here near one of these things that move you. Alright guys, so the fourth page is in the orange key door right near this table. There. Alright guys, so fifth page is near this crane downstairs in the blue key door. Bam. Alright guys, so after you use the shovel to save this person, the last page is right after you save her. Chapter 6, Factory. Willow's office. I guess she still sleeps in the same bed. Just gonna do that. Okay. Willow almost teasingly gave us a head start in our duel. She fired her weapon into the air, destroying the light above us and covering the scene in darkness. The whispers started to take over again. This time, he and not responsible were all I could make out. As Pony and I made our way around the factory, we came across many of the Silver Paws members in danger. I still wonder how they got into those situations. Same, dude. I felt a cold presence when approaching them. Regardless, we saved them all while taking care of Willow. After knocking her out, Pony and I left the factory to regroup with our friends. Willow got up and followed us, not ready to admit defeat. She aimed once again at us, but before noticing Zizzy's sisters, she looked puzzled and saddened to see them. The tiger walked by with a key on his side, throwing a dagger to disarm Willow. He'd probably seen us help his friends in need, and was tired of Willow. She broke down and apologized for her actions. I had never seen her so beaten down before. The Silver Paw members that we rescued thanked us for saving them. Willow told us that she knows how we can save Zizzy. That revelation caught us off guard because we did not expect Willow to help us, let alone know how to bring someone back. Pony, as usual, expressed reluctance, yet she insisted. Willow is confusing to say the least, but what other choice did we have? If there was any hope of a cure, we had to take it. This was our chance to finally fight back against this horrible infection, tearing us all apart. The Silver Paw offered to take care of Giraffe as the rest of our group left on our journey. Now to do chapter 7 for pages. Alright guys, so the first page is near here.
Or actually, I probably won't.
The first page is right there. Bam. Alright guys, so the second page is right near spawn. I know this should be the first one, but yeah. Alright guys, so third page is behind these crates behind the lighthouse. Alright guys, so the fourth page is when you use the red key door, and behind the stairs and behind these drawers is the page right there. You can see it. Alright guys, so fifth page is right here after you use the grappling hook. It's right here near this bench. Alright guys, so the last page is in the lighthouse behind the bed. Bam! Alright, chapter 7, Port. A barricaded staircase. I wonder if anyone's still up there. We arrived at the port where Willow was hoping to find her group's tugboat. Unfortunately, it seemed that the tiger had beaten us to it. The lighthouse there could potentially help us find a nearby ship, so we got to work activating it. The town really showed the terrible effects of the infection on the people. Doors locked, barricades created with chairs, tables, and whatever else they could find. We're going to find a way to end this, I'm sure of it. Things will go back to normal someday. Almost as soon as we lit the lighthouse, the nearby boat approached and docked at the port. Our group boarded the ship and met Captain Budgie. She was a cautious yet entertaining sailor. We told her that we needed to get across the sea. Unfortunately, she told us that we didn't have enough fuel to make the trip to Doveport, and the reserves were locked up in the ship with their infected crew. Willow and I went to get the fuel. Now to do the last chapter for now. Pages. Alright guys, so the first page is when you use the blue key door and come downstairs, and before you go another downstairs to the screwdriver place, beside these lockers is the first page. Bam. Alright guys, so the second page is in the radio room after you use the green key right here. Alright guys, so the third page is right here after you use the screwdriver down here. Alright guys, so the fourth page is right here after you use the wrench and come upstairs near the colors. It's right behind one of them. Alright guys, so the fifth page is right here on this plank upstairs where the yellow safe is. Alright guys, so the sixth page is right behind the exit container. Bam. Alright guys, chapter 8, ship. An old photo of the Medora 1 found. Once Willow and I reached the fuel container, an infected crewmate approached us from behind and must have accidentally hit the lock button on the container because we found ourselves locked in. I kept telling Willow that it would be the best for us to start getting along, as nothing good could come out of us keeping our hostilities. None of us are innocent, and it's time for us to accept that. Shortly after, our friends found us inside the fuel container. Mimi explained that there were no infected to be found in the ship, so they came down to see what we were up to. Our reunion was quickly interrupted by sounds of explosions. We quickly met with Captain Buddy outside, and she informed us that we arrived at Doveport. It could just be seen off in the distance, accompanied by explosive lights. The fuel we retrieved should be just enough to give the Medora a push to the docks there. I gulped and looked around, seeing the worried faces on everyone else. We had no idea what we were in for. And when Chapter 9 comes out, guys, I will make another video. Well, guys, that is all the pages for all the Piggy Book 2 chapters. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and tap the bell to stream us out on other videos like this one. Bye!